this is Lisa from Life in Layouts. Thanks for joining me for another process video. Today I am using this line, it's the Alex line from Blvd, and it is a couple years old, but I am documenting my little one's birthday present last year. His dad is a gamer, and he is doing very well as to encouraging his son to be a gamer as well. So for his birthday, he received a computer that his dad put together. His dad is also works with computers and does that type of job on a daily basis. So he was able to function together a computer that is really good for gaming. So I am using a sketch, but this sketch is actually a sketch that I purchased, and it is the 6x6 tube paper pad with Allison Davis from Scrapbook Generations. And I took this sketch as a base and changed it up quite a bit. I really liked the way the 3 photos spanned across the 2 pages, and then that photo or the paper with all the controllers on it was actually another photo in the sketch. So I didn't have an additional photo, I just had the 3 photos, so I just used the paper with that and then kind of took it from there. So when you have these sketches, one, this is from a sketchbook that is for 6x6 paper pads, which this is not. And 2, I changed this sketch up quite a bit, that if you were to see the original one, you wouldn't even think that I had used that sketch. So remember that when you're using sketches, you just always want to make it your own and figure out what works best for you. So I cut out some additional squares at the bottom, and I'm having a hard time with this green because it's clashing with the green background paper. So this is where I do pull out my 6x6 paper pads, and these are paper pads that I have next to my desk, and I use them as extra pieces, scraps, things like that, to add on to my layouts as needed. So as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of 6x6 paper pads. I don't tend to use them. If I do have them, I tend to buy them along with the collection because I like the smaller prints to use with my layouts. I don't tend to just buy a 6x6 paper pad and nothing else. I like to have embellishments or other things that go with it. These 6x6 paper pads that are in that little pink container are ones that don't have anything matching or going on with it. It's just ones that I use to add additional elements to the page. So I found this plus sign paper that I ended up using, and I am using black distress ink to ink the edges. And then as you can see, this paper here is very white, so I'm using this hickory smoke distress ink, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress half of it and show you guys what it looks like. So it gives it more of a roughed up look. I thought the white was too stark white for this layout, so by adding just that hickory smoke, it seemed to make that paper fit a little bit better than what it did when it was just stark white. So now I'm just adhering all of these squares down, and these squares are 3x3 squares. That's why I needed the additional little piece there on the end, because my photos are 8 inches and then the squares end up being 9 inches, the 3 of them, which then also meant I needed a little square or a rectangle at the other end as well. So I pull back out my 6x6 paper pads and find this like orangey color to go on. Orangey peachy color. So now I'm looking through, I have the tags, I think this is tags and clips. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it's from Bella Boulevard as well, from their Alex line. And I end up using quite a few pieces from this line as well, or from this pack. I take that gamer piece and I actually cut it in half instead of folding it over, and use it on two separate places in the layout. I have this speech bubble, which I'm just not good with speech bubbles, so I end up usually covering up the part that hangs down like I do here, but I love the way that circle looks with the black outlines on it. So I'm gonna add that, and then as my embellishment starter or my cluster starter, and then start building up from there. So actually, my boyfriend, the boy's dad, said to me the other day, you know, I haven't been able to play my computer in a long time. And I looked at him and I said, you realize you bought that computer for the kids for a birthday present? And he was like, yeah, I did, but not really. So I had a feeling that that's what he was doing when he was putting this computer together for him. I know that he really wants to get the boys into gaming, and he has succeeded with Jackson, which is the one in this photos. Adam could care less about gaming and playing on the computer. He has he's in his own little world when he plays, and he's not really truly based on electronics. It's more playing in his room or playing on the trampoline or in the pool or things like that, but not necessarily in front of the computer screen. So it's interesting to see the dynamics between the two of them, because they truly are very different when it comes to how they enjoy their free time. This is where I pull out some different embellishments to add to this layout. So I have these Bella Boulevard blue hearts, and then I got both of these collections. I'm going to use the sticker sheets first, but the other two collections that are up there in the top that I pulled out, I got both of them from Peachy Cheap, which is a daily deal site that they'll send you different things every day as deals, and so they were sold separately, but they come out to be super cheap. I actually just got 4-pack of thickers, like word thickers, and it was like $10. It was like really, really cheap. So I pull these out to use, and this one here says play with a little green remote control. I try to use one more piece, but I actually don't end up using anything else from this line. I really wanted to use that banner there, but it didn't work. And then from this one, these are puffy stickers. So I use this one that says awesome, and then I actually end up pulling that up here in a little bit to add another word down to it. But I really like these hearts. They are in two pieces, so you actually get to use the positive and the negative of the heart. So I put those into my clusters, and then this diamond shape I ended up cutting in half to put at the bottom of that little headset, and then I used the orange piece in this cluster with the happy birthday. And then I pull out these Dear Lizzie stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to use this word wish. It took me a while to get it off. It was crazy. I was like, it did not want to come off that backing. And then I'm going to use some different thickers, more like a blocky letter thickers, to spell the word big. So my title is going to be Wish Big, because it was definitely a big purchase for this little guy's birthday last year. So this is where I have put that black heart down, but it felt like it got lost in with the gaming controllers. So that's where I pull up the awesome sticker, and I actually lay down that gamer banner piece that I was showing you earlier that I used. And so now it says awesome gamer. And then I moved the heart down a little bit off of the controllers to make it stand out a little bit more. I'm going to use some black enamel dots in my clusters to add a little extra dimension, and then I'm going to use this firework spray, my favorite one in Dandelion, to add some additional splatters throughout the layout. Off camera, I do end up adding a date or actually just the year, and some journaling. And I don't know if I forgot to turn the camera back on or if my camera died, but that isn't caught on camera. But I do show you guys the finished product there. I used little tiny square stickers for the year 2017, and then just one of my I think my navy markers to add the journaling to it. And then that is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you have a moment, if you want to give me a comment, I would love that as well. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layouts, because that's all I do on this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a scrappy day.